this lecture, we will learn the format for different type of questions in academic task 1 of IELTS, which is report writing. Before we see the format, we will learn some important things about the task. In writing task 1 of academic IELTS test, a prompt will be given with an image or diagram. A prompt means the description of the image or diagram. You have to write a summary of at least 150 words in no more than 20 minutes. And the question cannot be of one type. There are different types of tasks that are being seen in the exam. You have to write a report, can be any of the follows. First is response to a particular graph, that is bar, line or pie graph. Second is table. The third is process, flowchart, that is how something works or how something is done type of task. And the last one is map, in which you have to describe changes and development. Among above mentioned task types, the graphs are very common and the maps are very rare. But that does not mean that we will give less or more attention to any task. We will have to prepare each task type in order to be sure about our scores. Now, let us start with the format of graph type of report. The way of writing line graph, bar graph, table chart and pie chart is same. But the only difference is the pie chart is always in percentage. So let us start the format. First is the introduction. In introduction, you should first paraphrase the prompt. Paraphrase means you have to write the description in your own words by using the synonyms of the words that are known to you. Then mention how the data is calculated. This one is simple, like if the data of population is given, then you can write that the data is calculated in millions. Now after writing this, we will leave space of one line and start writing the overall. In overall, you will have to mention the overall trend of the graph. Like if the graph is increasing, write the graph is increasing. If it is decreasing, if it is remaining constant or if it is fluctuating, you have to frame a sentence in that way. Then you will have to mention the minimum and maximum data in the graph. Remember one thing, you will always avoid numerical data in overall. Now let us see the body paragraphs. In body paragraphs, you should describe the main details in the graph along with the numbers. When I said the main trends, I meant to say that it is totally fine if you do not mention each and every trend in the graph. Just select the main ones and write them. Also, try to use different sentence structures here and then make comparisons wherever possible, because the same thing will be mentioned in the question as well, that make comparisons wherever possible. So this was all about the graphs. We will see the example for each task type in upcoming videos. Now let us see the format for process and flowchart. So starting it with introduction. In introduction, you firstly paraphrase the question. The method of writing the first line of the first paragraph in the report remains same for all the task types. Then mention if it is man-made or natural process, because There are several processes that are natural and some are man-made. The man-made process are manufacturing of paper, vulcanization of rubber, and so on. While the natural processes are photosynthesis, life cycle of a butterfly, water cycle, and so on. After this, we shall write the overall. In overall, you will firstly state the start and end of the process. That means you will mention the starting and ending point of a process. Then you should mention its main feature. That means mention the feature without which the process cannot take place. And lastly, mention if it is short or long and simple or complex. Here, the process with 5 or less steps is short, and with more than that steps, it is long. And the last thing in the report is writing the body paragraphs. In body paragraphs, you have to explain each and every stage in detail. When I said each stage, you should strictly follow that and explain each step in the flowchart or the process, and also mention if anything is added to the process. You should make 2 body paragraphs for each type of task. Now lastly, let us see how to write a report on the maps. Firstly, the introduction. In introduction, like all the other task types, you paraphrase the prompts, and that is all for the introduction. Then you leave the space of 1 line before starting to write the overall. For overall, you mention the significant change. That means very obvious and huge change that are seen in the map. Then mention if the changes are minor or major. That means you have to tell if the difference between 2 or 3 map is very big, small, big or small. And finally, mention if the development is positive or negative. That means if over the time the development has improved or has been detrimental. Now lastly, the body paragraphs. In body paragraph, describe the changes in more details by using the directions. It is very important to use the direction vocabulary in maps to show the direction. Here, it is not compulsory to cover each and every detail from the map. Just select the significant ones and write in your paragraphs. Also, make comparisons wherever possible. So this was all about the format for different task types in task 1 of academic writing in IELTS. I hope this will help you to enhance your understanding and your scores. By this, we come to the end of this lecture. If you have any queries related to whatever discussed in this lecture, please write in the comment section. We will respond at our earliest convenience. Thank you for joining with us. I will see you in the next class.